Good afternoon, everybody, on this beautiful day. Lovely weather at this time of the year. Anyway, when you walk into a paddock and you see weeds like these all over the place, there is grass in between, but as you can see, there's lots of weeds. All in pretty colours and sizes and prickles, and then we've got areas of grass, and then more grass over there, and more weeds, and all that corner is full of weeds. Now, what's the first thing you think of when you see weeds in your pastures? You want to kill them, don't you? Because, you know, weeds are bad, all of that kind of stuff. Well, yeah, I want to kill them too. But I am really trying very hard to get away from using poisons, especially glyphosate or Roundup, because it's so bad for people and the environment. So when I see weeds like this, the first thing I want to do is jump on the mower and slash them. And if you're not going to use poisons, that's probably the best thing you can do, is slash them, whippersnip them, chop them down. The best thing for the ground is to do just that. If you're using poisons, you're actually killing all the microbes and all the little good bacteria and stuff in the soil when the poisons go down through the plant roots. So you're just not giving any benefits to your soil at all by using poisons. And of course, you know, not good for the horses if they're eating it. Apparently it's been known to cause abortions if you're using it a lot around your paddocks. And yeah, well, in overseas, in some areas, some countries, it's actually being banned. Glyphosate is, because, you know, they've started to prove it's got a little bit to do with liver cancer and other health problems. Here's a Parthenium. Dispose of that. So yeah, the best thing to do is to jump on your mower or your tractor, or if you haven't got one of them, get your whippersnipper out and just knock them all down. So what that does, apart from killing them, well, it doesn't always kill them, but eventually they'll die off or go through their cycle. The big weeds, I don't know, like they do say the amount of plant above the ground is equivalent to the amount of root system below the ground. So those which ones are there, probably nearly a metre tall. They've got pretty decent root systems, I'm assuming. I haven't tried to pull one of them out because they're prickly. But when you're slashing them and you knock off all the leaf matter, photosynthesis obviously can't work because it's got no leaf matter to make the photosynthesis work. So your root system dies off too. Whether it dies off completely, you know, I suppose it depends on the type of plant and the type of weeds. But as it dies off, the space that the root system took up is now an empty space. And we'll look down here. That empty space can now fill up with, well, it will have rotting matter from the plants, which creates a bit of organic matter in your soil. It allows air to get down further into the soil because now there's a gap down in there. It allows more water to get down there, so it'll eventually help decompact any soils as well. This particular patch, if I go back here, you can see my weeds are in a bit of a strip right down the middle, and there is a reason for that. This area here was very, very compacted. Horses always used to hang around in this area, and there's not a great variety of grass here. There's only mainly couch. A little bit of, I think that's possibly onion grass, onion weed or whatever it's called. Yeah, but it's mainly consisting of couch. So I actually brought a bobcat in here, not last January, the January before, and ripped every couple of metres, or every metre and a half. And this area where I ripped, because I disturbed the soil, decompacted it, obviously brought more seeds to the surface. All the weeds came up along this strip. I've mowed it a few times over the last 18 months, but we've just had some good rain, so more weeds have come up. So yep, I just can't wait to go and get the mower and bring it down here and slash it as low as I can. Like I said, there will still be weeds that come up, but they'll eventually go through their cycle. Weeds are here to help heal your soil. So I'm not really good at the chemistry part, but apparently the different colours of weeds that grow in certain areas are to do with the different types of minerals that are either lacking or there is abundance of. So the soil's processing whatever's going on. Like I did have this, I don't know what these weeds are called, but this purple one. I also had purple snakeweed in this paddock many years ago, and the whole paddock was covered in it, and now I've got purple flowers. So don't ask me what the purple relates to. It is something, I have been told, but I just can't remember. So that is being processed through your soil, and when it's finished processing, weeds go and plants go through cycles. So when it's finished processing, your soil's going to be a lot healthier, and then you're going to get less weed growth. So next time you go down, try and avoid getting the poison out. I'm not admitting that I'm 100% poison free. I've still used, trying to get rid of a little bit of lantana. I'm being very careful about how I use my poison now. Make sure you put on all your safety gear. Don't get it on your skin. Wash yourself. If you do get it on your skin, don't get it on your clothes. Wear your masks, wear your safety glasses, wear your gloves, wear your aprons if you have to. So I'm not saying don't use poisons, but there are better ways to do things and help improve your soils. So that's a little bit today. I hope it's given you some out of the box thinking, and please hit like if you're liking my little videos that I'm doing, because, well, if you don't like it, well, I can stop doing them. But there's lots of little bits of information I've been coming across in my journey of my horse utopia system. This has got full of weeds in here. My round yard used to be full of sand. So please hit like, please share. If you want help, contact me. I'm always happy to give advice by email, or if you want a phone consult, either a consult or just a quick chat to see if I can help you, give me a call. Yeah, there are certain, also before we go, there are certain things I do like to get rid of before I slash. For example, this parthenium, I've just found another one. I've gone through this patch and pulled out all my parthenium. This particular area goes under floodwater whenever my creek floods. So I get lots of parthenium from upstream. There's another one. The other things I do come and manually get rid of is anything with a prickle on it, because I've spent many years getting rid of prickles, and quite proud of the fact that if you really wanted to, you could walk around here barefoot. So I pull up all of my prickles whenever I find them, and they go in the bin. I haven't actually tried mulching prickles yet, but you could probably do that if you had a really good mulch pile. So prickles, anything that can be prolific, like I said, your parthenium. There was a huge parthenium problem up the creek many years ago, and I think those seeds are still coming down because there's millions and millions on each bush. I pull up all the prickles. If which hasn't happened for many years, if I have a huge outbreak of some kind of khaki burr or something like that, and as long as they haven't seeded, I will spray them. If I can't get to them in time, like pull them up before they actually seed. So yeah, years ago I was using poison all over the place. Not necessarily glyphosate, but I also used to use amicide, which is a broadleaf killer. And if I wanted to use poison on this, I would use a broadleaf killer, because that would kill just about all of these weeds here, but it would leave all the grass relatively, well, it would leave it alive, but I'm supposing some of it may affect your ground bacteria and stuff like that. So, yep, I've bounced around on subjects a bit. I hope I've helped. I hope I've given you some incentive to go out and do something different. Give me a like, give me a share, and give me a call if you need help. Okay, so go and seek your perfect pastures. Bye.